inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did shit, I know it hurts. Something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can't and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want. I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I seem to get out. But something deep in
Hello everyone, how are you all tonight? So I got my light fixed, that's awesome. Oh, how are we all? So I want to say hello Hannah, hello Kayla, hello Gracie S, hello Emmanuel, how are you all? Just making sure that everything's working right. From what I could see, everything is working right. I'm good, thank you. Alright, let's get some questions going. Let's get some people in here. Like I always say, if you have a friend or anybody you know that'll, benefit from a free reading tonight, go ahead and invite them to the stream. Share the stream. The more people we get in here, the better, right? So, I bought another deck. And I don't know what it is with buying decks lately, but I got another fake deck, which really makes me mad. But we'll see. They are past life oracle cards. And I'm not quite sure how I want to use them in the stream yet. They're a little bit different than I thought they would be. Hello. Thank you, Kayla, for your question. Hello, Rosa. Alright, Kayla, you say, is it a good idea to still get the puppy with everything going on? Well, let me see. I get a yes, but it's not like a definitive yes. Like this is like the heartbreak card. So I kind of fear that maybe it's going to be tough. Like it's going to be a little bit harder than you thought, maybe because of what's going on, maybe because the puppy gets sick or, things like that. I feel like the time that you have together with the puppy is going to be great. Like, it's going to be everything you would hope to be. The dog's going to grow up, do this, do that. It's all going to be great, right? But maybe there is a little bit too much going on right now, so maybe wait a little bit. So I get no on waiting a little bit, so that's... I actually get 2 no's because that one came flying out. And I think there's a message here that I'm going to look up. Of course, we all like to look up our messages, right? And we'll see what 366 means. It's a cue from the spiritual realm that you need to believe in yourself and do what you are necessary... and do what you are necessary to do in life. Okay. That doesn't make sense to me, but... but basically it's telling you to believe in yourself and believe in, believe that this is the right choice and the right path to take. Because I get no that you shouldn't wait twice, and yes, that it's a good idea to get a puppy. But remember, the 3 of Spades is the heartbreak card. So maybe factor that into consideration. Yep, Rosa, remember there is no list. Just go ahead and ask your questions. Emmanuel, please, what's coming towards me? All right, so Emmanuel, let's get you a card. And we're back to doing 1-card readings tonight. That's what I feel called to do. Maybe 2 cards. But if you'd like more than 1 card, go ahead and make a donation to the channel. Donation links are down below. If you'd like me to add my charm system in there as well, go ahead and let me know. You're welcome, Kayla. All right, Emmanuel, I think we're coming up to a point in your life where things are going to be a little bit tougher. it's not quite time to celebrate yet. There's celebration coming, huge celebrations coming, but it's not quite time yet. The Three of Cups reverse shows me that it's not quite there yet. You're not quite at the end of the journey that the universe has put you on, that they've kind of thrown at you. It's not time for you to give up just yet. Continue on the way that you are continuing on now. Maybe amp it up a little bit so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? So the Three of Cups, like I said, is about celebration. It's about community. It's about coming together. So it could also be that, you are waiting to, get a project going, or you are hoping to have some sort of, get together of some kind with your friends, and maybe that's going to be postponed a little bit. I just feel like it's not quite time yet for you to give up because it's not time to celebrate yet. If you want to be able to celebrate whatever it is that you're working on, celebrate your life in general, just go ahead and keep on trucking. Don't give up is what Spirit's telling me. SNS, hello. Thank you so much for joining us. So, Emmanuel, I hope all is well with you. And I know you. I know your spirit. I know you're not going to give up anytime soon. All right. So, Hannah, what vibes do I give off? Let's see if we can get you a vibe type card. All right. So, with the Two of Cups reversed, I feel like maybe you are not the type to wear your heart on your sleeve. Like, you are a bit closed off, maybe. You might even be so pulled in and drawn into yourself that others don't quite know how to approach you. And I feel like maybe you're asking this question because you wonder why people don't approach you, or why, things always seem so tough or so difficult. And I feel like maybe you are an unapproachable type person just because of the air you give off. So maybe lighten up a little bit, put a smile on your face a little bit more. Maybe allow yourself to be a little vulnerable. I feel like maybe you're really hard and tough, and you have this hard exterior, but let people in sometimes. Let them see that you have a heart and you have emotions and you have feelings. You don't have to be strong and tough constantly. And I feel like with the Two of Cups reversed, it just to me seems like maybe you're not like a people person. You're not personable, and people kind of pick that up from you. So, Hannah, I hope that helps. Yeah, just maybe put a smile on your face and try to be more open with your feelings. Not so much so that you scare people off, obviously, but just be a little bit more open and forthcoming. All right, so Rosa, will I stay at my teaching job till the end of June? They want you to do summer school for that month. All right. All right, so Hannah, you say, okay, not Hannah Sky. I'll call you Hannah Sky. Hannah, Hana. Your experiences have made you build this hard exterior, and it's so hard for you to let go. It was there as a coping mechanism. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I got out of my abusive marriage like 10 years ago now, and I still have that hard exterior sometimes. And Jeff likes to say I have like permanent resting bitch face, and everybody thinks I'm like the meanest person in the world until you actually get to know me. So I try to smile, but sometimes it doesn't work all that great. Princess, hello. Thank you for joining us. Hannah Sky, hello. All right. So, Rosa, will I stay at my teaching job till the end of June? I think the thing is that you really just deep down don't want to do summer school. You don't want to teach it, right? So I get a no that you're not going to stay until the end of June. I feel like once the school year's up, you're going to be like done. You want your summer break like everybody else gets, and I feel like it is definitely okay. That's why I pulled two cards. It's definitely okay to tell them, no, I don't want to do this. I have other things that I'm obligated to. I have other plans. I really don't want to teach summer school. And I'm sure they will understand. And if it's not an understanding environment that you're working in, then it's probably not the environment you want to work in to begin with. I can't make that decision for you, obviously, but I feel like they would be understanding if you didn't want to teach summer school. Go ahead and tell them. But no, I don't think you're going to be there until the end of June. You're welcome, Hannah. Alright, so let's see. We are scrolling too quickly. You're welcome, Kayla. I think I said you're welcome already. So Gracie S. What can I expect happening for me next week, please? Thank you. Alright, so next week for Gracie. So I feel like you have an unexpected person coming into your life. It could be an energy too, but I really feel like it's an unexpected person. That's why I pulled this other card here. I feel like it's going to sort of turn your world upside down, but not necessarily in a bad way. Like, they're going to keep you on your toes, whatever this is here. Like I said, it could be an energy, but I'm really feeling like it's a person. I don't feel romance or anything attached to it. I just feel like maybe this is somebody, they're going to come in and they're going to get you really fired up and amped up. And I feel like you could, like, take it wrong. Like, I feel like this person coming into your life, you could really take wrong. Like, you could either let them annoy you, let them get under your skin, or you could, like, go with the flow. And I really feel like you need to go with the flow, but I feel like maybe you're going to allow this person to get under your skin just because the Empress is reversed here. But yeah, this is a person that is definitely one of those fiery people where maybe even just the energy that they give off is read wrong by not just you. They're read wrong by a lot of people. They're really... And I don't think they try to be that way. I think they try to actually, contain themselves, but they're just too much. They're one of those people that's just too much for you, especially if you're having an off day. You're having, like, issues of your own. You don't want to deal with this fiery, passionate, crazy kind of person. So I feel like this person might be coming in for you this week. For sure. And if it's not a person, it's definitely that kind of energy where you have an off day and you're like not quite sure what the heck happened. But yeah, you'll live through it, you'll get through it, and in the end I feel like you're going to learn a valuable lesson regardless of whether you understand it at the time or not. You might pick it up right away that, okay, this is just a lesson coming into my life and I need to get myself through this. It's not a bad experience. It's not anything horrible. It's just going to be like a what the fuck was that kind of moment, right? Alright, so Gracie, sounds like you're having an interesting week. Alright, so SNS is next. May I ask, how does G feel about me? Alright. So I feel like maybe they aren't quite sure how they feel about you, right? Because we have the Two of Wands here, and the Two of Wands is sort of, you're indecisive, you're standing there, you're waiting, and you just don't know what's coming for you. You're waiting for it, you have an idea of what's coming, but you don't know exactly what's coming, and I feel like maybe they feel that way in regards to you as well. I'm getting some serious messages just off topic, and if I start spitting out weird stuff, that's why. Okay, so back to SNS. I feel like maybe they're definitely indecisive about how they feel about you, because maybe you're a sporadic person and they can never tell up from down or right from left with you, and they're just not sure if they have romantic feelings towards you or if they just want to be friends. They just haven't been able to discover that on their own yet, right? So I feel like G definitely likes you. They want you in their life, but they're not quite sure how they want you in their life yet. All right, so Hannah Sky, you would love a general reading if you feel drawn tonight. Yep, of course, I read for everyone. As long as, you know, it's not the end of the show. Like, sometimes I'll be like, okay, one more. But, you know, tonight, I'm going to have to start, like, drawing the line in the sand with some people. And I love to read for people, and that's why I'm like, okay, one more, even though it's been, like, an hour past when I said I wasn't going to read anymore. But I need time to myself as well. Plus, the kids get up really early, even though it's spring break, and they should be sleeping in. But no, they don't. All right. So, Hannah Sky would love a general reading. Ooh, Hannah. I think some really, really positive emotional times are ahead. The Two of Cups comes up for you. I feel like this definitely could be a new relationship starting, a new relationship blossoming. If you're currently in a partnership, it's like a surprise or some kind of really great thing that's coming in to make you feel like this emotional fulfillment, right? It's definitely the partner aspect. It could even be, you know, a partner in business, a partner just in life in general, but the romance is attached there, the emotions are attached there. So I really feel like, you know, and I was thinking love because, like, what the way you asked it, love, like literally every time I looked at your question, I saw love capitalized, like in red and like blinking at me. So it was like, okay, something love related is coming in for you, and then bam, you get the Two of Cups. So I really feel like this is a new relationship, or this is the renewal of a current relationship, so much so that it feels brand new. You know, it feels like it's that honeymoon phase where you're just falling in love all over again, and that's really, really great. I really like that for you. So Hannah Sky, I hope that, you know, resonates with you and makes you feel good about things. All right. So Rosa, you say, true, thank you, you're welcome. All right. So Princess, the Aries boy, next action towards you. Ooh, let's see what that Aries boy has in store for you. Aries are fiery, right? Like, oh, they got some attitude sometimes. You're welcome, Hannah Sky. SNS. Kel, hello. SNS, you say you're behind in the stream a bit. You're welcome. Alright, you're still here, Princess. Alright, awesome. So the Aries boys, next moves on you. I think they have some naughty time fantasies going on in their head with you. Because the Ace of Wands, the wand is obviously a phallic symbol, and the Ace of Wands is all about fiery, passionate, new beginnings. So I feel like maybe they have these... my ears will not stop ringing tonight. They have these... like intense feelings, and they really want to act on them. They want to bring you into their life. Oh, that's that fiery energy too. I think if you're looking for some sort of romantic encounter with this person, it's definitely on the table. Like, you could just kind of look at them, like, you don't even have to say the word, you just look at them right, and they're gonna be like, all right, I'm on it. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's some passion behind this new beginning, and I think that's for sure what you wanted to hear. I definitely think that they have like these fantasies that roll around in their brain, and they're like, well, what if this happens, and what if this happens, and what if this happens? And I believe that they really enjoy the fantasy, but I feel like they would enjoy it even more if they had you, right? So Princess, that was for you. Grace OD, hello, I hope you're feeling better today. Hello, Koza. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for coming. Kel, I think you're new as well, unless I'm just not remembering your name properly. Princess, you agree. Yep, they are. Yeah, Aries are definitely fiery. Princess. I'm glad I could make you laugh. But yeah, for sure, I think things are definitely going to be heating up for you. You're welcome. All right, so... Kel, is Giselle trying to tell me that she is my mother? Is Giselle trying to tell me that she is my mother? Well, thank you for coming, Kel. I'm glad to have you here. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Don't forget, if you have friends that would enjoy this content, go ahead and invite them. I love having people here. Our goal right now, since restarting the channel, I started about, what, year and a half, 2 years ago, I was my first broadcast on this channel. I had a channel many years ago where I had like 50,000 subscribers, and it was huge. But so I restarted my channel about 2 years ago, and it's been slow, but I had some health issues, stroke, cancer, blah 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 blah, and yeah, it's been slow. But if you have friends, bring them. It would be great, because right now we're trying to get to 500 subscribers so that we can get the community tab open, and then I can do like polls and questions and do random posts and things like that, and really get everybody involved. And I feel like once we hit that 500 milestone, we'll finally get the 1,000 milestone, and then bam 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 bam, things are gonna fly after that. I feel like 10, 15, oh Jesus, 15 years ago almost. Years ago when I first started, YouTube was brand new back then. Not a lot of people were there as tarot readers, and I feel like that's probably why my channel just kind of skyrocketed, because I was like one of the few that did it. But anyways, back. Princess, what card is that? I don't know what card you had. Oh, it was the Ace of Wands. Duh. Alright, so Kel. So, I get a no when I ask if she's trying to tell you she's your mother. I get a yes on the fact that she is telling you she's your mother. Or, yeah, she's telling you she's your mother. Yeah. So, with the two cards here that I read, though, this Five of Hearts can sometimes be like bad news. Maybe things aren't going to go as planned. But it's sitting right next to the Victory card, so it really has me confused. I really want some more clarity on your question. So these are my charms. I've been using charms. I think I put together my first set when I was like 13 or 14. So that's like 20, 30, 25 years ago. Something like that. And they're just another thing that I use to read. Get some more clarity on things. Wow, you get a lot of them. So we do have the family tree here. So I have a feeling that if you don't know who your mom is, obviously you were either adopted or, you know, foster care situation, something like that, from a young age. My toddler's still awake talking to my husband. Sorry about that if you can hear her. But the family tree is here, right next to the key to success, the rose, and the star. So I feel like, yeah, there's happiness here. There's fulfillment here. There's dreams and hopes and wishes coming true. The owl here kind of has me wondering if just intuitively, the owl obviously means wisdom. Owls represent wisdom, but I wonder if intuitively you already know that this person could be your mom. The scissors, however, have me questioning things, because the scissors are about cutting things off, cutting things out. It could be that your mother was a teen mom and forced to give you up, and that's why the scissors are there, because, you know, they can also represent being cut emotionally, emotions cut deep, run deep. The bike is like messenger, so messages, so that really literally tells me that these messages she's trying to convey to you, they're just literally, it's just telling you about messages. But I feel like because the star is here and the key to success is here, that you're going to be able to put this family tree thing together. You're going to finally be able to get some answers, and they're all going to make you happy. And there's going to be like celebration and beauty and joy and happiness all around this situation. So Chrissy Black, hello. Rena, hello. And then you retracted a message, so I'm not sure what that one was. But I hope that gives you some clarity. I feel like she is trying to tell you this. She is trying to tell you that she's your mom. And maybe the issues I was speaking of, you know, where you were having emotional issues, where you were crying over spilt milk, things like that, maybe that's just how she feels about the entire situation, or maybe that's how you feel about the entire situation, not knowing who your mom is, things like that. And, you know, that can be incredibly emotionally draining and things like that. So yeah, I feel like she's definitely trying to tell you that there's a family connection there, and I think intuitively you already knew that that's who your mom was, because there's always going to be a connection between you and your mom. So yeah, it gives you some clarity. I'm so glad that it does. Thank you again for oh, Hannah Sky, thank you so much. You're welcome. But yeah, Kel, I'm so glad that you were here, and I'm happy to read for you. This is what I do, and this is what I love. The other night, I was reading for somebody here. I don't know what his YouTube name is, but it was a new reading, a new client, and I was telling him, because he was completely blown away by his reading, and, you know, I was like, yeah, I kind of... It's just the tip of the iceberg here on YouTube. You don't know what your reading's going to be like until you're there and you're like completely blown away. Like, I blow people out of the water here on YouTube, and they're like, wow, how did you know that my grandma was this or my grandpa was this, or, you know, how do you know all these things? And a lot of people are shocked and happy and grateful for their readings, but then when they get a private reading, they're just like completely blown out of the water. All right. So, Grace OD, how are you feeling today? I've not been able to light the candle. Oh, that's all right. In your garden yet. We have had terrible wind and rain with days. I'm going to light it for you and your brother and loved ones. Oh, I appreciate that so much, Grace. Ken Chen Burma, hello. Yep, go ahead and ask your question. I get to them in the order that I can. I try to stay right on track, but sometimes with the scrolling and everything on the chat, I end up missing people, but I always end up reading all of them. Yep, Grace, you already know there's no list. Go ahead and ask any question you'd like. Yep, Christy Black, I am doing free readings. And you are right after Koza, who is asking for a general reading. I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. I'm not good with names. So, Koza, I feel like you are like an impasse in life, and you're faced with all these different decisions and different things that you could be doing. Like maybe you have thoughts of doing this and thoughts of doing this, and you're not sure where to go or what option to choose, because you're like, well, what if I choose the wrong one? What if this one's better than that one? But the Seven of Cups is literally telling you that everything is beautiful, everything is great, everything is grand, and it doesn't matter what choice you make. They're all going to help you move forward in life. They're all going to help you move away from being stuck in the past onto bigger and better things, right? So the Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups comes right before that, and it's talking about nostalgia and being stuck in the past. And then the Seven of Cups, you're worried about making the decision, but the Eight of Cups is moving on no matter what. You're still moving on. You're still leaving all these things behind. You can only choose one cup, and you're leaving 6 cups behind. And in the Seven of Cups, you're leaving the past behind, because the 6 of Cups represents the past. And you're moving on to what's bigger and better. So I just realized there's one more charm here. So we're going to go back to that after this reading. And I'll explain something to you, Kel. I believe that was for Kel, right? Yeah, I think so. So, Koza, I really feel like Spirit's stepping in here to tell you that no matter the decision you make, it's already divinely guided. They've already set this path in motion. It doesn't matter which one you choose, because it's going to be the right choice. No matter what, it's going to be the right choice. It's going to lead you to where you need to be. All right, so Kel, I just realized that there was one more charm here, and it's the ring. So I kind of get this. It's also representative of the clock. So I get this feeling that if this is representing a ring, maybe you have a piece of your mom's jewelry, something like that, or your mom wants to give you some sort of gift. But it also represents time in the clock. So I also think that maybe this gift could just be their time back and things like that. They want to spend this time with you. They want to make up for the past. They want to turn things back on the clock. You can't ever turn it back, but you can grow from here, right? You can spend the time together from here on out. And I feel like that's probably your message here with this, is the fact that even though you can't turn back time, you can't turn the clock back, you can still start from here and spend that time together and make up for it, right? So that's just a little extra, since I didn't notice that it was sitting there until just now. So that was for you, Kel. All right, Christy Black, you say, what's coming for me in 3 months in love? In 3 months from now, or in the next 3 months? I'm assuming it's in the next 3 months. All right, so I feel like things may hit like a dry patch, just because the King of Cups reversed is here. If the King of Cups upright had shown up, I tell you, you're in for the love of your life coming into your life. I feel like there's some healing that you need to do, probably from somebody who at one time you thought was the love of your life. You thought they were the one that you were meant to be with. You thought that they were the one that you were like destined. It was destiny that brought you together. Technically it was, you were meant to be together when you were together, right? So I feel like there's just a lull in time for the next 3 months where you're going to either just go out on casual dates, nothing major, or you're just going to take the time to take a break, heal from the past and not allow like these emotional wounds and things to come back up. You're going to take the time to heal them before you try to move on and move into something new. So Chrissy Black, that was for you. You've never been in a relationship. Okay. Koza, you're welcome. So I feel like it's since Chrissy, you've never been in a relationship, it's still a matter of waiting. A matter of, you know, even if you've never been in a relationship in this life, you have in other lives. And I'm a firm believer in past lives and things like that. So maybe there are still things that you're healing in this lifetime that you had to endure from a previous lifetime. That's always... Hello, Robert. Thank you for joining me. That's always, you know, a possibility. But I feel like after this 3-month mark, because the King of Cups came out, regardless of whether it was reversed or upright, there's somebody coming into your life. It's like you're in the preparation phase, and then that person's coming in. And I feel like you've definitely laid down the groundwork, right? You've done all these things. You're ready. And now it's just a waiting game. All right, so Rena, what's coming up next for me in my love life? All right, Rena, let's see how your love life is. All right, and this one came flying out. Now, since it came flying out, I don't know if it's supposed to be reversed or upright, but I mean, all of you who are new, you don't know that I read them regardless of whether they were upright or reversed. Ellie, nope, there's no let's go ahead and ask your question. As soon as I can, I will go ahead and get to your question. I try to read them in order, but sometimes the messages scroll and I don't quite get to them all in order. Alright, so Rena, I have a feeling that this is sort of similar to Chrissy's reading, where you're in for something big, huge, emotionally fulfilling, like this beautiful, happy family time, but there's just like a lull in time where you have to wait, you have to just sort of ride it out and wait for this to happen. It's not going to be instant family kind of thing, right? So I do see this emotional fulfillment. I see these beautiful things for you. I see the white picket fence, and I see that, you know, all of the fairy tale dream that you hope and dream and wish for when you're a kid, right? I see all of that for you. I see this amazing, happy family life that you're gonna have, but there's just some things that maybe you need to heal, or there's some time that you need to take for you. I think that's for sure what they're trying to tell me here is you need to take more time for you before you go and start the whole family life thing. Like, it feels like this is what you want now, and you want it. And then once family life hits you, you're like, whoa, I gotta slow down. But it's too late to slow down because you've already got this family life. You already have these kids that you have to take care of. You already have this husband you have to take care of. Whatever it may be, you know. So take the time that you can for yourself now, because this is coming. This beautiful, beautiful energy is coming. You just gotta take care of you now. Alright, Rena, sometimes I pull 2 cards, sometimes I pull 3 cards, sometimes I pull 1 card, sometimes I lay out a whole bunch of cards, sometimes I don't pull cards at all. It really just depends on your question, what Spirit tells me to do in the situation. I have all kinds of things. I even have, like, sitting here, a magic 8 ball. How long has it been since you've seen one of those, right? So I don't like saying things are unfair or whatever, but if you feel like, you know, this person got 2 cards and this person got 2 cards and I only got 1 card, well, sometimes that's all you need, right? But if you would like it so that I pulled you 2 cards because somebody else got 2 cards, please just let me know and I will. But I feel like your message was a really good one, and Yeah. Like I said, I didn't technically, you said just to clarify since it flew out reversed. Right. I don't know if it flew out reversed or upright. That's why. But either way, I don't read everything as reversed or upright. I read it the way that I feel I need to read it. So, you're welcome, Rena. That's a great question, Ellie. I will get to it as soon as I can. So I feel like... Where are we here now? Bunny, can I know how Teo feels about me, please? All right. Hello, Shea Butter. And hello to anybody I didn't say hi to. All right. No problem, Rena. Like I said, I was just trying to explain however I, get the messages from Spirit. And sometimes I'll read for somebody and it'll be like 2 seconds and that's their message. And other times I'll pull a card for somebody and like 20 minutes later I'm still talking to that one person because that's what Spirit's like, no, they need to know this and this and this and this and this, and I'll just keep going until I don't hear messages from them anymore. And sometimes I'll go completely off, like, I'll answer your question, but then I'll be like, oh, and your grandma says, because, some of your family members are pretty persistent, and I normally don't go a single show without talking to somebody that's dead. All right, so, where are we? Bunny, you want to know how Teo feels about you. All right, so... The Chariot's normally about success, right? And charging ahead and taking the reins of these, the horses or whatever, and you're taking life by the reins and you're not giving up until you succeed, right? So, romantically, I find it hard to maybe read the Chariot romantically. Because it sort of gives me like, what is it, Cinderella that does like the... Yeah, it's Cinderella. Where the fairy godmother comes in and makes the horse-drawn carriage. Well, I feel like the Chariot's sort of that horse-drawn carriage and I don't know. Let me pull you another card. Just because I don't even know where we're going. He's got some work to do. Definitely has some work to do that they're sort of not seeing. They're like avoiding it. And I feel like they have good feelings towards you because of the Chariot being about success and succeeding in life. But it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what their feelings are, because until they do this, until they, start learning what they need to learn, their lessons aren't going to stop. They're not going to be able to take a break. They're not going to be able to think, oh, I really like this girl and I want to be with this girl. It doesn't matter that they do, right? I think he does have great feelings towards you. I think they definitely genuinely have these incredible, intense feelings towards you. But until they get their butt in gear, they're not even going to be able to express that to you. So I feel like maybe you've even been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and not sure why it's going nowhere, right? But that's because he's not doing what he needs to do in his life. So if you really are genuinely attracted to this person or you want them in your life, maybe tell them to get their butt in gear in this area of their life so that you guys can come together. All right, Bunny. That reading was for you. Oh, good, Koza. I'm glad I was saying your name right. Grace OD, is Paul physically attracted to me? Hello, Crafting Magic. Welcome. Giama, welcome. Oh my word, Grace. For sure. Yeah, he's more than just, physically attracted to you. I feel like he genuinely has fallen in love with your heart and your emotions and who you are, because this is, the king of love. This is definitely who you make him. I feel like he feels genuine around you. Like, he can just be himself. He can be real. He doesn't have to put on a face or put on a show, because he knows that you will always accept him for him, and he's always going to accept you for you, right? So, yeah. It's more than just physical attraction here. There's like real, genuine love for you from him, for sure. 1000%. So that's awesome. Oh, and I have to go back again, unless you want to tell me now, but I told my husband that you said hi because you're from Ireland as well, and I totally spaced on where you were from. So if you want to just tell me again, that'd be awesome. Or I can go back and, because I didn't remember until just now, I can go back through the other comments. But yeah, Grace OD, I really hope you and Paul have some fun, and it's like a love to last a lifetime. All right, so Kayla, you say you downloaded CASHAPP so I could send a donation, but it's giving you trouble. Yep, no worries. The PayPal's in there. You can also go to my website and do a donation if you want to. Just go to MYSTICKATS with an S.com, and cats has got a K. Everything's down in the description. West Cork. Okay, I'll have to remember that so that I can tell him. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I know he's got family there still. Kechen Verma. Question, is something going on around me? A few hours ago, late at night, was about to get morning here in India. I was going to study, was almost finishing up your food and headed towards study table. Suddenly lights went off. This doesn't happen very late at night, and it was very weird. Can you see what's going on? Is something around me trying to stop me? So I actually get like a grandfather type feel, maybe grandmother, but nothing's trying to stop you from studying. I think they're just trying to tell you you're sort of wearing yourself thin and you need to take a break. But let me just see what the cards tell me. Yeah, I definitely feel like it's a family member. Whether it's your grandma or grandpa, I don't know. But I get 2 wild cards, and wild cards are literally like a wild card. And in this situation, I really feel like whoever they are, they're definitely not malicious towards you. It's not anything that you need to be afraid of. I definitely think that there's, a family member who is definitely trying to ask you to stop burdening yourself so much. Take some time for yourself. I feel like they probably feel like you are not taking the best care of yourself, and you just need to stop stressing so much. Yeah. So I wouldn't be afraid. I feel like you already know who it is just by the way that that I say that they're coming across. Like they're worried that you're not taking care of yourself good enough. So it's probably like your grandma who said you need to eat better or you need to do this, something like that. I think you already intuitively know who it is. I feel like you definitely have like this sigh of relief knowing that, it's not anything malicious and it's not anything bad. You just need to stop, slow down, and take a little bit better care of yourself. Stop stressing so much. You're welcome, Koza. JST, hello. Yep, you can go ahead and ask your question. There's no list. Go ahead and ask away, and I will get to it in the way that I can. Alright, so Kanchan Verma. That was for you. Robert. I don't know why I have such an issue being able to say your last name or your second name. You can most certainly have a general reading. All right, Robert. So I feel like you're not seeing the bigger picture in your material world, because the Five of Pentacles is about, you know, this woman and her child. They're rushing past a church where they can seek refuge. They can, you know, get out of the storm. They can, you know, there's snow all around, and they can, you know, go in and warm up and probably get a good meal and find a place to sleep. But they're not seeing it. They're just walking past it. It's like it's almost like they refuse to accept the help. So I feel like maybe you're at a point in your life where you don't want to accept help from others, or you don't want to see that you can. Maybe you don't see that you need the help that you're avoiding, if that makes sense. You don't see that you need this help. You don't see that you can stop in here and get warmed up and whatever, because you don't know that you need it. And right now I really feel like it's not necessarily financial related. It's just about your material world. And I feel like you're not seeing that you need a little extra help here or there, rather than just, you know, yeah, I definitely don't see it as money. I definitely see it as you just are blind to the fact that you need help in this area in your material world. Maybe, you know, you just need somebody to help clean, or somebody to help you, you know, take the dog for a walk because you don't feel like doing it. You know, it's those little trivial, meaningless kind of things that you tend to not even notice, and you neglect these things as it is, so you don't feel like maybe you need the help in that area. Good night, Grace. Thank you for coming. You're welcome, Ken Chan. So, Robert, it could also be that maybe, yeah, you're just, maybe you do know that you need the help, but you don't want to ask for the help, right? So if that's the case, you need to sort of step down off your high horse and ask for the help that you know you need. Because it's not going to be a negative thing. It's not going to be, you know, thrown back at you. It's not going to be that hard on you. It's more an ego thing than anything else, I think, at this point. All right, so all right, Ellie, I think I already answered that there is no list. Kayla, that's not a problem. Don't worry about that. You're going to need help for your business. All right, so maybe you do see that you need some help. That's good. All right, so Ellie, should you be a tarot reader? Okay, yeah, so you are scared to ask for help. Yeah, don't be scared, because I feel like, you need the help. You need the money. You're afraid, yes, but it's also not going to be as hard or as like it's like that energy where you want to ask your mom and dad if you can go to the school dance, but you're afraid of their reaction. Well, don't be afraid of the reaction. Don't be afraid of the no's, right? Don't be afraid of if you need help asking several people and getting no, no, no. Somebody's eventually going to say yes. Somebody will help you. And I know it sucks to hear all those no's, but eventually somebody's going to say yes. And you just have to keep that in mind, okay? All right, so Ellie, let's see if you should be a tarot reader. I get a no, but I believe that it's because you're better suited for something else. It may just be that you're not going to make the money that you hope you are. The Four of Diamonds tells me no. The Four of Diamonds tells me no in a way that I feel like if you have savings now and you're banking on being able to grow a business in tarot, you're going to run through your savings before your business takes off. So it's going to be like you're stranded, ships out in the middle of water and nobody's around, right? You're going to not be able to stay afloat. There is money, however, in something else. There's something better suited for you, because the Nine of Diamonds comes out when I ask if there's something better. And the Nine of Diamonds is the big money card. It's the one that tells you you're going to live in luxury because you've done all the right things. So you may be very good at tarot. I'm sure you are. I teach tarot, so I know like what the aspects are to look for in a good reader. But right now, Spirit's definitely telling me that there's something better. And it's like it's your second choice because you didn't think you really wanted to do it. You thought maybe tarot would be like the quick, easy way to do things. But you need to go with the other option because that is the profitable one. That's the one where you're going to be able to grow and blossom and make enough to live in luxury, whatever you consider luxury. So yeah, your material world is definitely going to be a whole heck of a lot better in the other field that you thought was maybe going to be your backup or whatever. So Ellie, that was for you. Hello, Lisa Cat. JST, yep, go ahead and just ask your question. There's no list. Robert, you're welcome. You're welcome, Rena. Oh, that's from way long time ago. All right, so G. Emma. Please, who's coming towards me in love? Thank you. All right, so I can't tell you who, a name, nothing like that. Unless it comes to me, obviously. But let's see if we can pull you a card and see maybe some of their characteristics. Maybe see what kind of person they are. So that you can... so you can know who to look for, right? All right. So I feel like this person is not an adventurous person. Like, the world to me, as far as people go, would be an adventurer. Somebody who likes to take risks, who likes to get out there and explore and, go on an adventure. Well, this person to me seems more like a homebody. They like to spend their time, quiet evenings at home by the fire, reading a book. They're not the adventurous type. They're maybe probably very, very shy. They don't like to draw attention to themselves. You may even not even notice who they are yet if they're in your life. You probably haven't noticed them at all because of how shy they are, because they just kind of blend into the woodwork, right? And they aren't somebody that you would probably even think about, right? Probably not somebody you would even consider. But then once you finally like crack them open and get them to, they're going to make you laugh. Like belly laughs, laugh till you cry kind of person. They're really going to shock the crap out of you. I am getting a Chris or Charles, something with a C with an S at the end, like something like that. Chance. Yeah, something like that. Chris, Charles, Chance. But yeah, they're definitely a wallflower that you wouldn't even notice until they make you laugh, and then you'll be like, whoa, who is this person, you know? So Giama, I hope that resonated with you. Hello, Darla. Yes, you can. Hello, Chris Butler. Alright, so where are we? Crafting magic. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Shea Butter. Does Virgo think she has a grandchild? Does Virgo think she has a grandchild? Interesting question, Shay. I'm not sure if I'm just not reading it right. But let me see what she thinks. I think she does think that she has a grandchild. Yeah. I mean, if I'm reading your question wrong or understanding it wrong, please just let me know. But yes, I think the Virgo does think that they have a grandchild. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what's next. Lisa Cat, hello. You'd like to know if you have a stalker on your social media. Alright. Alright, Darla, I can either give you a love reading or I can tell you if your ex and if you and your ex will get back together. Unless that's sort of combined, I guess. I'm not sure. Lisa Cat, I think you might need to be a little bit worried. I get a guess that you do have a stalker on social media. I even feel like you're asking now, but this has already been going on for so long, and it might even be like fizzling out already. Like you've already gone through the worst part of the battle, because this person, either because you didn't know for sure or because you just ignored it for so long that they didn't get under your skin, or they didn't get what they wanted from you, so they're kind of just turning to somebody else, like they're moving on. So I do think that you have a stalker, but I don't think it'll last much longer. I think it'll be more of a situation where they've already moved on to, you know, they're bigger and better, whatever. They are going to leave you alone. Hello, Hyacinth. Thank you for coming. Is it a bad person? No, I don't think they're a bad person. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Like I said, I feel like they're already moving on to somebody else. Like they didn't get a rise out of you, or they didn't get everything that they wanted from you, so they're just going to move on. You're not like somebody who is their main mark anymore. But I don't think they're a bad person, other than the fact that they're stalking people on social media. Darla, don't be sorry. I just wanted to clarify before I read for you, that's all. Alright, so JST, is new love coming your way soon? A good man. Alright, so I don't like the word soon. So, in the next month, is new love coming towards you? with a good man. I think so, yeah. And I feel like it's definitely going to be something where the relationship is one to be celebrated, because I feel like you've been dragged through the mud a time or two in the past, and yeah, it's definitely something that you can hold your head up high and be proud of, because this is a new, great, grand kind of relationship that, like I said, is going to be celebrated, and it's something that you definitely deserve, because they're going to treat you really good. For real, going to treat you really good. I also think that both of you have definitely, you know, been cheated on in the past. They're definitely the kind of person that always gets cheated on, and they've never cheated. They even thought about cheating, you know. So they're a good person. They're a really good person. All right. So, Darla Dennis, you'd like to know about you and your ex-fiance. Get back together anytime soon. And then you say, can you tell months or days or years? Yeah, so, like I said, I don't like the soon word. I'm not great at timelines. Although, like I say all the time, I don't think I'm good at timelines, but I'm normally pretty spot on when I do say what I think and what I hear. So let's see. Let's get a first. All right, so I definitely think that yes, the two of you will get back together. With the Jack is a yes. Yeah, and the Six of Cups just confirms that. I feel like probably not only you, but him as well, you're both nostalgic. You're both thinking of each other. You're both wanting to try to rekindle things. I feel like you're definitely on his mind for sure. I think he may even be with somebody else right now, and he's constantly got you on his mind. Like, yeah, and it's interfering with their situation, right? So I do feel like you're going to be back together. As far as time goes, I'd say probably before November. Between 2 and 9 months. 2 and 7 months, I'll say. Between 2 and 7 months. Yeah. And that would have been 2 and 9 months. So I was close. Around that area. I feel like fall for sure. Which is not what you wanted to hear. I think that you wanted to hear GS. Yep, go ahead and ask your question. There's no list that you would have preferred to be sooner than that, but I feel like you both need to wait for the right time, because there is that history there's healing that needs to be done, there's figuring things out, there's, you know, girlfriends that need to be dumped, whatever it may be, right? All right. You're welcome, Darla. Alright, so Lisa Cat, did I read yours? You retracted. This, I always ask everybody, don't retract your messages. I read them out loud. You don't need to retract your message. It just confuses me. All of you new people, I've had 3 strokes. I get confused very, very easily. So yeah, I'd appreciate that. KT, hello. Shelby, hello. I am well, Hyacinth. Thank you for asking. All right, so you and your ex-fiance have children. You talk again. You just want to know if we will go back together anytime soon. Yeah, I see it. All right, so Hyacinth, can you tell me who will be my next real love? Thank you. Can't tell you who, but we can get some characteristics for you. Wow. Well, I feel like regardless of who, let's just take that out of the situation. Just because the lovers came up, this is like a fated relationship. This is, you know, fireworks going off, the honeymoon phase that never ends. This is, you know, a love that lasts a lifetime, and it's a once in a lifetime kind of thing. So I feel like they're going to be your hopes and dreams, whatever you wish and hope for in a person, whatever it is that you find attractive, they're going to be your everything. I mean, like I said, I can't tell you who, but it's definitely worth waiting for. And it's definitely something that's, it's good. It's really, really good. And it feels good. And it's just, yeah. They're going to sweep you off your feet, and they're never going to stop sweeping you off your feet. You're in for a very, very good relationship coming up. So Hyacinth, that's beautiful. I love that. JST, yeah, maybe somebody at work. I'm not sure. You're welcome. Chris Butler, hello. Will a NBA G League basketball team pick me up to play for them this year? All right, so it's been a long time coming. Yeah, we all need that one Prince Charming out of all them Frankenstein frogs, right? You're welcome. All right, so Chris Butler. Okay, so long story short, yes. But I don't think it's going to be everything you hoped or dreamed for. I don't think it's going to be... I feel like the contract you sign is not at all going to be what you get. Like, I think there's an aspect here where there's going to be conflict and you know, constant worry and constant fighting to get to the top, right? I think there's going to be something better, like a better, it's like if you're gonna, it's one of those situations, well, if I would have waited, this, and this would have happened. Don't rush into anything for sure. Don't sign a contract if you're not 1000% sure about it. Don't let the euphoria and excitement take over. Make sure you read everything. Make sure you know exactly what you're signing. Because, like I said, I get a yes, but it's not a good yes. Like, it's a conflicted yes. So, just keep that in mind. Don't sign anything you're not 1000% sure of. So Chris, that was for you. All right, so Shelby, you're a Sagittarius and you would like to know if your Capricorn will reconnect with you. No, I don't think so. I feel like there's too many factors in you know, there were reasons why you're no longer connected, and I feel like those are hurdles that they just don't want to get over. You know, they don't want to jump all of these hurdles again. They don't want that kind of situation in their life regardless of whether you've grown or if they've grown, it's just not something they want to, they don't want to reconnect. So Shell, unfortunately, you're welcome, Chris. Yeah, Shell, I just don't think that they want to reconnect to you. So KT, why do I feel like moving away and starting a new life? I really just feel like when people are called like that, to just sort of drop everything and move, drop everything and leave a relationship, drop everything and completely change their life, it's because that's where, you know, fate's stepping in and you're supposed to be doing these things. Alright, so I definitely feel like it's because you're supposed to be doing it. So the Eight of Swords upright is about mental entrapment. You feel trapped in your own life. Well, that could be it, right? You feel trapped in your own life. You feel trapped in everyday situations. And the only way to get out of that is to move. And I feel like you understand that now. I feel like that's why this Eight of Swords has come out reversed, because you already know that you feel trapped in life. You already know that you feel trapped by your family, or you feel trapped by your spouse, or whatever it is that it's making you feel trapped. And you see that and you know that, and intuitively, even if you're not 100% sure that's the issue, intuitively you already know that poof, 100% that's the issue, and that's why you are being drawn to just jump and go, right? Trust your gut. Always trust your gut. It's not going to steer you wrong. So KT, that was for you. So GS, you ask your person's intentions and next actions. Alright, so here's that King of Cups reversed again. So I think if you're in a relationship with this person, they are maybe even withdrawing a little bit already, but they're about to start withdrawing even more. I feel like they aren't emotionally, not really emotionally capable, but like they are starting to feel trapped by their own emotions. They're starting to feel trapped by, you know, just the day-to-day things where they don't feel like they can be 100% for you anymore, 100% the person that you fell in love with, 100% the person that you need in your life, right? And they're just going through a tough time, a really tough time, where they might actually need extra support from you. Just, you know, this is a time to reassure them. This is a time to let them know, to really truly try to make them understand that, you know, you are there for them 100%. You're there to be the shoulder to cry on, and you're there to help them through this hard time, and you're there to help them understand the emotions that they're going through, because it may even be emotions that they haven't ever had before and they don't understand. So I really feel like your person is going to be going through a tough time and really trying to withdraw. You know, if you already know them and you know that letting them withdraw is the right thing to do, then go ahead, let them withdraw. But if you know that they just need the reassurance that you're there, then continue to reassure them and ask them not to withdraw. Say, I'm here for you. I'm always going to be here for you. You know, don't run away from me. Allow me to help you. And I feel like they are just headed for that kind of time in their life, and that's okay. We all go through it. Just let them know that you're there. So GS, that one's for you. TQ, I'm not sure what TQ means. Thank you. Maybe. Alright, so it looks like We are all caught up on the chat, and I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 25 if you count the 5 minutes I started before 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. So an hour and 20 minutes is pretty good, and I think that it's a great place to end tonight's show. So, I want to thank you all for coming. I want to thank you all to all the new subscribers, all of my old subscribers. Remember, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers right now. That way we can, start doing a whole lot more with this channel, a lot more surprises, a lot more giveaways, a lot more of everything. If any of you want a personal reading with me, you can always go to my website. The link is down below. Like I was saying before, what you see here on YouTube, if you enjoy what you are getting here on YouTube, it's going to be 1,000 times better in a personal one-on-one type reading between us. So yeah, that's always great because that supports me, which supports the channel. Any support that I receive on the channel or otherwise, it always goes right back in, whether it's getting new decks or doing giveaways or doing unboxings or whatever it is. So that's always great to support the channel, and I truly appreciate it. And supporting the channel supports me, it supports my family, and we are truly grateful for that. If you know anybody else that would benefit from a reading, follow me on Instagram. Have them follow me on Instagram. You will always know through Instagram whether it's 5 minutes beforehand and I'm saying, hey, I'm going to go live, or 12 hours beforehand. You're always going to know in advance, at least a little bit, if I'm going to be on here live reading for you and answering questions. So, hello, Gigi. I am just now saying good night. So I hope you can join us in the next broadcast, because I really am not going to stay on longer tonight. I'm sending you all many, many, many blessings. So much love and light to all of you. Good night.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something